Hi guys. I just wanted to do a quick video about a book I'm not recommending you read unless you really enjoy being depressed and angry. The whole 300 and whatever pages through this book. It's called Anatomy of a Divorce, and I cat hair, dog hair in my mouth. The book was given to me. A friend of mine used to read, and she would give me her books, and I don't have the book to show you. I think I gave it to a thrift shop or a library maybe. I just wanted this book out of my house, but it was, especially given the society we live in where, people are materialistic. Americans especially, we just love to consume, just buy. I'm a secondhand kind of person. Pretty much almost everything in our house is thrift shop, flea market, uh, garage sale, whatever. Um, I just don't like buying new things. I certain things I'm very fussy and I will buy um, like electronics or things like that. But I'm just not one of those. Well, I've never really been able to afford to be materialistic. I'm not a millionaire by any means. But anyway, I read this book, Anatomy of a Divorce, and I'm not sure how accurate this is, but my friend who gave me the book told me it was actually based on the wife of um, like the CEO or head honcho person of the trauma center, one of the trauma centers in back in the Lehigh Valley, and I don't know if that's factual, if that's based on her or not. But this whole book was like a big couple hundred page wine festival, and I don't mean the type of wine you drink. I mean like whining. And this woman, was fairly well to do from what I could gather. Um, and she's writing this book as if she's the only person that's ever gone through this, or she's the only person that's ever had a problem. And it was just like, oh, me, oh, this is so terrible. How could this be happening? And yada, yada. And, throughout the whole book, she keeps referring to her whole network of friends and family. And I thought, well, hey, a lot of people don't have that. I mean, I don't have that. And, uh, so she has this whole network of people supporting her. And I'm reading, and the more I get into this book, the angrier I'm getting, and I'm just fuming at this woman. It's a good thing I really don't know who she is, or wouldn't bump into her. But I finished the book really out of morbid curiosity, just to see how this thing ended. But it was just the most horrible story, nonfiction. Just this horrible tale of whining and desperation and woe is me, and it was just absolutely the worst book I've ever read in my life. But the part I really don't remember a whole lot of the book except her talking about going to these dinner parties and these functions for the hospital, and all these highfalutin people, which I've tried to picture myself going to something where it's white glove and wearing a gown and diamonds, and that is just not me. I'd be a fish out of water. You put me in a barn, I'm good. Give me some gardening tools, let me get dirty, I'm good. But this high society stuff is, I mean, if that's your thing, I'm not bashing it. That's fine. I'm just saying that's just not my lifestyle. It never was. And even if I could have that lifestyle, I don't think I would. But I remember one point in the book, she's in the process of the divorce, and she comes out of her hot tub, which is off the master bedroom, and since it's upstairs, I guess, as she's dropping her towel into the stackable washer and dryer in her closet of the master bedroom, she's lamenting how, oh, it be horrible when I have to give up this house because it's just so nice to be able to drop my towel from the hot tub off my master bedroom, and oh my, what will I ever do without my stackable washer and dryer? And I thought, well, maybe you'll live like the rest of us do and, have to go to the basement or I mean, my washer and dryer is upstairs, which is handy. It's, right beside our bedroom. But I've lived without washer and dryer. I've had to pack everything up, take it to a laundromat. But I just thought, it's like, if this is the worst problem you're having, woman, I don't know what to say. I mean, I just, maybe you should read the book just to kind of get a perspective on how certain people are, and things that a lot of us would not really see as major problems. I don't have a hot tub. I don't have a master bedroom suite. We just two bedrooms upstairs. Um, and I just, like I said, the more I read this book, the angrier I was getting, and I'm just thinking, God, lady, you are just like so self-absorbed, and just like, I mean, you're thinking this is okay. You're gonna have to give up your lifestyle and your huge home and your, whatever her income was, and well, you might have to live like the rest of us do, us little people. Like, that's so terrible. Um, but I think there's a lot more to life than your things, and it really should be about people, your neighbors, your family, if you have family. Um, your priorities should not be, oh, how horrible will it be when I don't have my hot tub and my stackable washer and dryer, so I can just put my towels and things right there, and I don't have to go, down to the basement, or to another room in the house, and oh my lord, I just think things like that are insane, and um, I think this whole world and this country would be so much better if people would put all their political, religious, you know, race, all this stuff, just put it aside. I mean, we're all people, and you know, having a huge home and all those things are not the most important thing in life. And I'm not saying that because I'm jealous of that lifestyle. I have a family member who has a ton of money, huge home. She's the most miserable person I've ever known on this planet. And so obviously having all those things, uh, it's not what's going to be. It makes it easier. I mean, to not have to worry about paying bills, and oh, how are we going to pay the electric bill this month? And oh, now we have the sewer, and all this stuff's coming in. And I in that respect, having enough to really live comfortably and have extra in the bank for a rainy day and vacation and whatnot, it is nice. And I'm not saying it isn't, but I'm just saying, if you have that much money and something happens and you have to give up a little bit of your lifestyle, hey, deal with it. Put your big girl panties on, or your big boy panties on, and just get over yourself, and look at the things that really are important in this life. And oh no, I just made the, oh, I can't do that. It's the okie dokie, but it's the I don't know what it's supposed to be. White, symbol. I could never even do that. Isn't that weird? But anyway, um, so anyway, the book is called Anatomy of a Divorce. I don't remember the lady that wrote the book. But if you're really in the mood to be depressed and angry, I highly recommend it. Stick your nose in the book, and you can just be as miserable as you want to be. But if you don't, go read a happy book. Oh, and by the way, I had done a video on some animal books, dog books that I read and loved, and tried to upload them, and I don't know what happened. If it was my computer, I always have issues with these things. But I was gonna say go read one of the other books I recommended, but I just realized that video is not up. So when it is, go to one of those books and read one of those, and I will be back with some more rantings and ravings, and whatever comes to mind. So, well, I hope you enjoyed my little book review of a book you should not read, and I will be back soon. You guys take care.